Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Sarthak Commerce Wala. So today in this video, I will be going to discuss some most important questions of company law which were there within your past year question papers. So within this video, I'm going to discuss most important 85 questions and by which you can get a more clear view that how you have to prepare for your company law exam, which will be there within next month or after maybe 1.5 months. So this video will benefit all the students who are watching this video, and for more kinds of videos like this you need to subscribe the channel. And I have a request from you all, whoever is watching this video, please do one cheerful comment from your side, and you all can tell me the ins and outs related to the video, that what you don't like about the video, and if you need any improvement within my content, so you can even give me suggestion within the comment box. So as I mentioned that the title of the video is most important 85 questions of company law, and you can easily score more than 50% of marks by just doing these questions. So if you didn't study anything yet, you can pass just watching this video, and I am giving you the guarantee. Why? Because these all questions are from your past year question papers of both BCom honors and BCom program. So this video is for both the courses, and don't worry, even for the BCom program student. So if any student from both the courses is covering all these questions, then they don't have to worry, they can pass easily and even score decent marks within their company law exam. So let's get started. Yeah, and before starting the video, I want to tell you one thing, that on which questions I put the star, which means they repeated within your question papers that much times. Okay, so the questions on which I put the stars, these are more important. Of course all the questions came into your past year question papers, but how many stars are there within front of any question, which means that time that question had repeated within your past year question papers. Okay, so let's start the video. So question number 1 is, the fundamental attribute of corporate personality is that company is a separate legal entity distinct from its members. Explain with the help of case law. Question number 2, what do you mean by lifting up of corporate wheel? Explain the circumstances when the corporate wheel can uplift under the order of court. Question number 3, describe essential steps taken for incorporation of a company. Question number 4, what is the process of dematerialization of physical shares under depository system? Can these be rematerialized? Question number 5, define the term books of accounts and discuss the provisions for maintenance of books of accounts under Companies Act 2013. Question number 6, there are only two members of a company. They are also directors of company. Both of them are not on speaking terms. Can company be wound up on this ground? Give reason. Question number 7, write a short note on postal ballot. Question number 8, what is meant by inability to pay debt? Can a company wound up on this ground? Question number 9, the article of association stated that Mr. A will be financial advisor of the company. The company in its general meeting passed a resolution to appoint Mr. B in place of Mr. A as financial advisor by altering article of association. Explain the reason whether the company can do so or not. Question number 10, define a private company and state the provisions under the Companies Act 2013 for conversion of a private company into public company. Question number 11, define government company, state special provision of the Companies Act relating to government companies. Question number 12, write a note on shelf prospectus. Question number 13, state the provision of Companies Act 2013 with respect to qualification and disqualification of directors. Question number 14, state the legal provisions regarding calling and holding of an annual general meeting. What are the consequences of default in holding such a meeting? Question number 15, distinguish between a whole-time director and managing director. Question number 16, differentiate between right shares and bonus shares. Question number 17, can a retiring director be reappointed? Explain the provisions of Companies Act in this regard. Question number 18, what do you mean by buyback of securities? Explain the provisions of Companies Act 2013 regarding buyback of securities. Question number 19, what do you mean by transmission of shares and distinguish between transmission and transfer of shares? Actually this question was also repeated I think twice and thrice, so this is a very important question as well. Question number 20, write a note on CSR committee. Question number 21, define producer company and explain the objects for which producer company is formed. Question number 22, a promoter remains liable for pre-incorporation contracts. Critically examine the statement. Question number 23, explain different kinds of resolution passed at the general meeting of shareholders, citing appropriate example for each. Question number 24, a company in law is a different person altogether from the members. Comment citing the relevant case laws. Question number 25, write a short note on small company. Question number 26, the Companies Act is not against the profits made by a promoter, but its non-disclosure. examine the statement with regard to duties and obligation of promoter of a company. Question number 27, the property of a company is the property of its members. Comment on the statement with the help of suitable laws. Question number 28, what is audit committee of board of directors? Explain the function of audit committee. Question number 29, is it mandatory to every company to rotate its auditors? What are the provisions of Companies Act with regards to rotation of auditors? Question number 30, explain winding up of a company on just and equitable grounds. Question number 31, what is a proxy? Is it essential to be a member of the company? If a proxy is appointment by a shareholder, but in the meeting shareholder also cast his vote, whose vote will be considered valid and why? Question number 32, describe the essential steps for online registration of a company. Question number 33, a company can't justify a breach of contract by altering its article of association. Explain. Question number 34, state the importance of memorandum of association of the company. Explain the process related to alteration of object clause of memorandum of association. Question number 35, write a note on voting by electronic means. Question number 36, discuss the provision of Companies Act 2013 regarding the director identification number. Question number 37, under what circumstances a director is deemed to have vacated the office of directorship. Question number 38, what are bonus shares? State the condition that must be complied with before a company makes a bonus issue. Question number 39, write a note on deemed prospectus. Question number 40, what do you mean by forfeiture of shares? Explain the requirement of valid forfeiture of shares by company. Question number 41, what are the conditions to be fulfilled by a company that proposes to issue sweat equity shares under Companies Act 2013? Question number 42, write a note on associate company. Question number 43, what is a promoter? Does he stand in a fiduciary relation towards the company he promotes? To what extent is he liable for breach of fiduciary duty towards the company? Question number 44, the validity of the incorporation certificate can't be disputed on any grounds whatsoever. Question number 45, write a short note on independent director. Question number 46, the power to alterate the article of association conferred by the Companies Act is very wide, yet it is subject to a large number of limitations. Question number 47, explain the provision of Companies Act 2013 regarding alteration of name clause. Question number 48, explain the doctrine of indoor management. State the exception if any doctrine of indoor management. Question number 49, what is dividend? Discuss the provisions related to payment of dividend. And question number 50, what is depository? What are the benefits of using depository system for holding securities in a company? So actually we completed our half century, if I tell you in cricketing terms. So now I can take a pause for some minutes and I want to give you some important details related to company law exam and even the questions which I wrote here. So see, these questions cover all the aspects related to BCom honors and BCom program course both, because in these whole 85 questions I wrote the questions of BCom program students as well and BCom honors students as well. So it is an accumulation of all the past year questions which came in both the courses previous year question papers. Okay, and along with that all the questions are very important, and even a BCom program student is seeing this video, I think it is more than enough for that student to almost score more than 60% marks, because some question are from BCom honors past year question papers and some question are from BCom program past year question papers. So both the courses don't have to worry, because generally the question paper pattern is almost same for both the courses. And now after you all come within NEP, new education policy, so even your subjects and even your syllabus are also same. So I think you don't have to take worry about that particular point. So now let's continue from question number 51. Question number 51, write a short note on NCLT, which means National Company Law Tribunal. Question number 52, explain the process of voluntary liquidation of a company under Bankruptcy Code 2016. Question number 53, explain the provision regarding removal of directors. Question number 54, explain the term allotment of shares. Explain the legal provisions regarding allotment of shares. Question number 55, define a private company and state the special privileges enjoyed by it under Companies Act 2013. Question number 56, what are preliminary contracts? State the legal position of such contracts. Question number 57, what is lifting up of corporate wheel? Explain the statutory provisions under which it can be lifted. Question number 58, define public company, conversion of public company into private company. Question number 59, few friends purchased a property. Later, they promoted a company and sold this property to company and made huge secret profits on this transaction. Can the company recover this profit from the promoters? Question number 60, explain the law related name clause of memorandum of association. Question number 61, X purchased from Y 1000 shares of ABC Limited, and even we are also targeting 1000 subscribers. So the students who are watching the video yet, please subscribe the channel right now, because it takes a lot of hard work. Okay, on the basis of misleading a prospectus, what remedies are available X against the company? Question number 62, who can be a director? State the various modes of appointing directors of a public company. Question number 63, none can be appointed or none can be appointment any individual as director of company unless he has assigned DIN. Explain the statement under the Light of Companies Act 2013 regarding director identification number. Question number 64, briefly explain statutory duties of directors. Question number 65, write a short note on small shareholder director. Question number 66, what is AGM? Which business is generally transacted in this meeting? Question number 67, an individual can constitute a meeting. Comment. So this is an important question from mainly from BCom program point of view, because I actually remember that it repeated quite a lot within your past year question papers, so it is important. Question number 68, what is the difference between ordinary resolution and special resolution? Question number 68, what is the difference between ordinary resolution and special resolution? Question number 69, discuss the requisite of valid meeting. Question number 70, under what circumstances special resolution becomes necessary? Question number 71, difference between AGM and EGM. Question number 72, write a note on e-filing of documents. Question number 74, explain the composition and powers of NCLT. Question number 75, what do you mean by OPC? What are the provisions applicable to the companies? Question number 76, distinguish between a private company and public company. Question number 77, when and by whom EGM may be called. Question number 78, define a promoter of the company. Discuss his position in relation to the company of which he is the promoter. Question number 79, what are the remedies available to an allottee against misstatement in prospectus? Important one. Question number 80, briefly explain various modes of winding up of a company. Important one. Question number 81, discusses the provisions related to removal of directors. Question number 82, can dividend be declared out of previous year profits transferred to reserve? Support the answer with relevant provisions. Question number 83, state the grounds on which registrar of companies can file a petition for winding up of a company. Question number 84, what is the use of Spice Plus form and what are the services offered in Spice Plus form? Question number 85, difference between shelf prospectus and red herring prospectus. So this is all for this video. In this video I discussed the most important 85 questions for company law from BCom honors and BCom program, both courses point of view. So I think this video will help a lot of students, and if you are just studying all these questions, I think it is enough for all the students to pass their company law exam with no doubt. And even if they want to score decent marks and if they are studying all these questions honestly and with hard work, then I think they can score more than 50% marks very easily, because these all questions were from your past year question papers from both the courses. And if I hope that this video seems beneficial for you all. If you like this video, please do a cheerful comment. I'm not expecting anything more from you all. I don't want any subscribe and I'm not demanding to do so, but do one comment. That gives me the motivation to make content in the future as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.